In 1 minute learning video series, we'll introduce Japanese business concepts, and the first one in the series is Kaizen. Kaizen literally translates to change for good, and this means continuous improvement. It's closely associated with lean principle as it uh, targets to reduce waste, both unnecessary effort and material, by improving operational efficiency. The different actions involved in Kaizen are involvement of all related stakeholders in the problem solving process, creating a backlog of problems or improvement points, brainstorming the solution together with all related parties, testing the solution in real production or engineering scenarios, measure and analyze to make sure that the result is achieved and find further improvement points. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. The next video in Japanese business concepts is about Genji Genbutsu. Genji Genbutsu literally translates to go see by yourself. This is a very commonly used problem solving technique by Japanese companies, especially this is started by Toyota. So the purpose of Genji Genbutsu is when there's a problem, there are two important things. First thing, that you should go by yourself to identify that you know the location and the conditions that the problem is occurring. So this will help to make faster and efficient way to solve this problem. So in addition to also seeing and finding the problem, it is also important to build consensus, make decisions, define goal and actionable targets to solve this problem, if possible already on site with related parties. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned for more videos.
We'll see about the concept of Gemba. Gemba means real place or actual place. So in case of manufacturing, this is the shop floor where the actual manufacture is happening. In any other context, this means the place where the value creation is happening. Why is the concept of Gemba very important? Because according to Japanese business culture, everything cannot be done at the desk and should be observed on site, discussed and improved. So what's happening at Gemba? At Gemba, the focus is on improvement and it is based on observation. So you analyze and then find the topics that need to be improved. And how it's done? It's done by observing and understanding the process, by asking the associates why, and trying to identify the problem and its root cause and to resolve them as quickly as possible. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Another very interesting Japanese business concept is called Haichi Tenkan. Haichi Tenkan translates to the word job rotation. So it's very common in sectors like banking, finance, and insurance sector, and this is also popular in engineering domain. How it's done? So employees are shifted to different positions or departments, and in case of managers, they are made responsible for different departments. And why it's done? It's to increase the familiarity with different departments, increases flexibility at the task force, capacity to reconfigure, and employees stay competitive and increases their confidence. And this also gives them a chance to skill up and not to depend on one skill for their job completion. I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more videos. In this video, we'll talk about the concept 3M. So 3M is a concept originally proposed by Toyota, currently being used by almost all major Japanese manufacturers. So in this, we'll talk about the first one, Muda. Muda means uselessness or waste. So what is Muda? So it's every process element that doesn't create any value on the product, like defects, inventory or excess products or raw materials, processes that doesn't add any value to end user, unnecessary movement of people or material, overproduction, waiting time that cause bottleneck, transportation of material or product that doesn't add any value. Why is it important? It's important to improve the process, to increase the quality, and to optimize cost. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. In 3M process optimization techniques, in the earlier video we talked about Muda, and this video we'll talk about Muri. Muri means overburden. This means overburden which can be a direct result of unevenness or unstandardized process, which is Mura, which we'll talk about in the next video. Muri leads to worn out or overuse in case of machines and absence and burnout in case of people. Avoiding Muri is very important for keeping or improving your operational efficiency. How to avoid Muri? In organizational situation, establishment of management process, monitoring and control process will help to reduce Muri. Also, a culture of continuous improvement, Kaizen, which we talked about in the earlier video, also helps to avoid Muri. In case of machines, predictive and regular maintenance, and in case of people, safe working conditions, standardization of process, and workload management reporting will help reduce Muri. Stay tuned for more videos. The third video of 3M process optimization technique, we talk about Mura. Mura is the root cause for the two earlier topics we discussed, which is Muri and Muda. What is Mura? It is unevenness. This can be caused due to internal reasons like process issues, employee or management related, training or skill related, or external issues like customer order fluctuations, supplier related issues, and so on. So, Mura is the root cause for waste and overburden created in the process. How to avoid Mura? Optimized and flexible supply process, standardization of internal processes, training and development of associates, design and process optimization will help to reduce Mura, which in turn will help to reduce Muda and Muri, which will improve the process and operational efficiency. Stay tuned for more videos. In this series, we'll talk about 5S technique, which is the most popular workspace organization technique. The target of this technique is to improve efficiency and reduce waste, and it is achieved by equally applying all the 5 concepts of 5S. In this video, we talk about SORT. The SORT is this concept is equally applicable in all kinds of scenarios like workplace, manufacturing, office desk, home organization, or self-discipline. The considerations are: what is the purpose of this item? When was it last used? How frequently is it used? Who uses it? Does it need to be here? And the actions taken are: keep these items only if you need and is in use, and sort items which are unknown or which are not in use, and scrap if required. We'll see why these considerations are required in the next topic, set in order. Stay tuned.
In 5S organizational technique, we'll talk about Saiton. Saiton means set in order. So as we discussed earlier, the 5S technique is applicable in all scenarios at workplace, in manufacturing location, or for your office desk, home, or even personal planning activities. So once we have sorted the item, the next step is to set in order. The considerations are: who used this item, and what is that item, and what is the frequency of use? Should this item be grouped by type? Where would be the most logical place to store this item? And the actions taken based on this are to agree on logical order based on the application of this item, organize and store it in a dedicated label location. Next, we'll talk about Shine. Stay tuned. In this series, 5S workspace organization technique, we already talk about sort and set in order. So once we have already decided and sorted the item, and also decided to set an order or group it, the next step is to maintain it and establish a process. So this is the stage of 5S called Shine. The considerations are: Shine stage of 5 focus on cleaning up the work area, performing a regular maintenance on equipment and machinery. So the different actions that need to be taken in this phase are: planning for maintenance ahead of time so that the business or manufacturing is not affected due to breakdown, and this can be prevented by preventive maintenance, and less wasted time on loss of profits related to work related stoppages. We'll see more about the next 2 phases of 5S in the following videos. Stay tuned. The fourth part of the 5S workspace organization technique is called Seiketsu. This means standardize. So once you have already established a process to sort, to set in order, and to shine, as we have seen in the earlier videos, the next step is to make it a habit. So the considerations for Seiketsu are: systemize everything that just happened and make it a habit instead of a one-time activity. And considering the 3 first 5 parts of the 5S process as part of your daily job. And actions include assigning regular tasks, creating schedules and structured routines, and make standard operating procedure for 5S. We'll see the last part of the 5S in the next video. Stay tuned. This is the 5th part of the 5S workspace organization techniques. This is the last and probably the most difficult part. So once you have already established a system to sort, set in order, to maintain it, and to make it a process and a habit, The next important step is to make a mechanism that this sustains. So the considerations for sustaining the system are keeping fibers running smoothly. So that means any challenges that may happen in the workspace is not affecting the fibers process, and making fibers a long-term program. For this, some of the most important actions are training your employees. So regular and recurring training for employees to focus on fibers, and adopting companies' policies to motivate employees and policies to follow fibers. The next Japanese concept which I would like to introduce is called wabi-sabi. So this is my personal favorite. The meaning is nothing lasts, nothing is finished, nothing is perfect, and therein lies its beauty. Wabi-sabi talks about the art of imperfections. So imperfection is the root cause for many of our stress, both at work or at home, made for disappointment, for concerns or worry. So in this concept, we talk about imperfections and find how to find peace in imperfections, and to recognize that nothing in life is perfect, including yourself and others. So instead of striving for flawlessness, find joy in imperfection that makes life unique. Stay tuned for more videos. In this video, we'll talk about the Japanese concept called Ikigai. This is the Japanese secret to live a long and happy life. So Ikigai is the Japanese concept which means reason for being, so defining a sense of purpose or reason for life. So Iki in Japanese means life, and Gai describes the value or worth. So basically it is revolving around four main concepts. Ikigai, the purpose or the reason for being, is about passion, mission, vocation and profession. And this finally decides and should be focusing on what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at. So if you are able to understand this for yourself, then this will give a better dimension to your life. Stay tuned for more videos.